Hi guys, I just wanted to come on today and do my makeup with you. So today I'm gonna be using, first and foremost, I'm gonna be using a primer. And my primer is from Sephora and it is Super Goop. It is Unseen Sunscreen. It's got 40 SPF in it. So I'm in Arizona and it's much needed to have something with SPF. This is a translucent primer. What that means is it's clear, so it can go on any skin tone. Now, I have combination oily, so this is really good for you combination oily girls out there. So without further ado, let's get started. So I'm gonna put roughly a dime size on my finger. It's obvious, you can see it's like very clear. And then I'm just gonna rub it all over my face. And this is gonna help set my makeup, and it's also gonna protect my face from the sun if I choose to go outside. It's very hot out. I probably will not go outside today. But yeah. So today I'm gonna be using my all-time favorite makeup ever, Maskcara beauty products. I have been with Maskcara for 3 months now as a artist. I found the makeup and I got it, and within 2 weeks I signed up as an artist because I fell in love with it that much. So this stuff is awesome. So what this is it's a cream-based makeup that is there to create a 3D effect. This is our quad compact. When you get 4 tins, this quad compact palette is actually for free. So I actually color match and I do it for free. So if you, after we're done here, you see how I do my makeup and you're like, I gotta get my hands on that, I got you, girl. So I just need you to go in my profile and click on color match. And I just need a little bit of information and a few selfies of you, makeup free, filter free, inside your home, about 3 feet back from a window with interior lights turned off, and I can build you your own custom palette. So this stuff is killer awesome. Let's go over it real quick before I start. So this is my contour, and this is Ash, and I was color matched to that. This is a semi-gloss lip and cheek Tropicana, and it can also be used on your eyes as well. So not only is it a lip and cheek, you can use it on your eyes as well. This is my all over color Sandy. So an all over highlight is like your foundation, right? And then my brightening highlight is Aura, and that's just gonna help kind of brighten that face. So between the 4 of these, this is gonna create a killer awesome 3D dimension on my face. And the amount of time that these last is insane. So each one of these is only $14 for a tin. This is actually, I will show you without getting my finger stuck in it. This is actually a magnetic compact that just sits right in there. So you can do that and it won't come out. It's pretty awesome. I've never come across any sort of makeup like this in my entire life. So when I saw this, I had to have it. So let's go ahead and get started. And then also one last thing. The amount of time that these last is insane. So I've had this brightening highlight since April. So let's see here, April, May, June. So like 3 months, okay? And I have a lot left. I just went through my all over Sandy like a week ago. So I had that just about 3 months. And this is brand new, I just got this. And my contour I've had since April. And that's gonna last me, because the main thing you have is gonna be your all over highlight is gonna be what you're gonna go through the most because you're putting it in more places on your face. And it also depends on how often you do your makeup. I pretty much do my makeup every day. So this right here is 56 bucks. 56 bucks for your entire face, and you can put it in your back pocket. It's kind of insane. Okay, so I'm going to start with using my Detail HAC brush. And I wanna say this brush is $36, but it is double-sided. So that's actually really affordable. And these brushes are super, super well made. Like they're very, very nice. Before I move on any further, I wear glasses, like stigmatism, not like super blind, but I'm gonna be looking through my mirror a lot just because I need to see up close and I can't do that when I'm looking in the camera. So from my phone. But all right, so we're gonna start with using the bigger end of our detail hack, and I'm just gonna pick up a little bit of my contour. Now the consistency of your contour is a little bit more of a thicker consistency than your other products. So you're gonna wanna kinda get in there. Don't ever, I'm not a big swiper. I don't swipe, I dab. So I get in there and I dab, right? Now, what we wanna do is we want to find our cheekbone. So I want you to put your fingers on your face and you feel that hardness. I want you to keep going down until you can feel mushy. So right here is my mushy. That means that I need to put my cheekbone contour line right there. So as you can see, I have a full face. I have a very round face. So I'm going to go with my mirror straight down, okay? I'm gonna go straight down like that. And the reason why is because I already have a very round face. So I wanna create a more slimming look. If you have a very thin face and you wanna make it look more full, you're just gonna take the end here and you're just gonna kind of curve it up. So almost kind of like a J, but not that harsh, right? Just so you know. And you do wanna stop on the outside corner of your eye, no further than your pupil, okay? So we're gonna get that there. So this is just gonna start with just doing 4 lines. So there's line 1. We're gonna work on line 2. Okay, there's our line 2. Then we're gonna work on line 3. And this is all gonna blend right in, okay? So since I have a pretty round forehead, I'm just gonna kind of try to create a little bit of a kind of sort of triangle, if you can kind of see how that goes up. If you have a very long forehead, you want to bring it down a little bit further, because then that's going to create your forehead to look slimmer. If you have a very like narrow forehead, you don't want to take and bring all of your contour down, because then your face is going to look super smashed. So if you have a smaller forehead, you're going to stick more towards the hairline, okay? Let me get my compact so I can see what I'm doing. And you do want to rub it on in, get it in there, kind of feather it in. If you're a super blondie, then you might want to wipe a little bit of your hair off at the end. Okay, I just got out of the shower, so my hair's a little wet right now. Okay, so we're just going to do that. All right. Okay, next we are going to take and go around our jaw, okay? And the reason for contour is to create a shadow. We want to create a shadow. So this makeup routine that I'm doing right now, it literally can take me 5 minutes or it can take me 25 minutes. It just depends on how I want to do my makeup that day. A quick and easy, because I'm a mom on the go, boom. Okay, so I'm gonna blend that in a little bit later, but if you're wondering, okay, why would you do that? So the idea of this makeup is to create a 3D effect, right? Okay, so it's all gonna be this visual thing. So we're doing this because we wanna create length. We want our neck to look longer, okay? All right, so then we're gonna put a little bit of this right underneath our lip. And the reason for this is because we want to create that shadow of a more poutier lip. Can you see the difference already? Just by putting a little bit of that on there. Next up, we're gonna do our nose contour. If you don't wanna do a nose contour, you don't have to do a nose contour. I do like to do the nose contour. So I'm gonna take just the corner. See how the brush is kind of flat and it kind of has pointier corners? I'm just gonna dip that into my contour right here and just use the corner of it. And then I'm just gonna tap it on either side. See that line there? On either side of my nose bone there, okay? All right, so there we have it. There's that and that. And I'm gonna take the other end of my detail hack and I'm gonna dip it right on into my contour. And I'm just gonna kind of bring it up on the corner, up towards my eyebrow. Okay? All right, so we have that done. Now, we're gonna do a little thing I like to do that I just dip, you can just dip in and use your fingers. Okay, so as you can see, I'm healing from a bit of a blemish. So I'm gonna take my Oliver Sandy and I'm just gonna dip into that with my finger and I'm just gonna tap it right on my blemish. I'm gonna do that first because I kind of want it to get tacky so it can kind of seal itself, okay? So now I'm gonna take and dip right back into my Sandy with my finger, and I wanna put it in certain areas. Now, when you do order your makeup, you will get a card that is sent with your makeup that's gonna show you kind of a paint by numbers idea of how to do your makeup. And here it is right here. This is what you will receive when you get your makeup, and it's going to tell you everywhere to put the things that you need to put it and why you're putting it there. So this makeup is dummy proof, guys. It's so easy. It's so easy. Don't be scared of it because it's cream, because that was my big fear when I first found mascara. I was like, I don't know if I can do this because, oh my gosh, like, I don't think I can do this. It's cream. I'm oily skin. It does not matter what your skin type is. Now I'm still doing my all over, you guys, okay? Just so you know, I haven't changed that yet. It doesn't matter what your skin type is, because how you have your makeup isn't affected because of your skin type. Your skincare is what helps. Using primers, using, setting sprays for the oily girls, using loose translucent setting powder if you're oily, okay? If you're combination, or if you're normal and you're dry skin, you can use just regular our Vanilla Dust setting powder. Instead of doing a primer like what I'm using, use the Milk Moisturizer, because you need to bring more moisture into your face, okay? Us oily girls, we don't got that problem. Okay, so next up, I'm gonna pop into my brightening highlight, okay? And I want the middle part of my face to be brighter, okay? So I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna put a couple right here, all right? Gonna put a couple down my nose, right over my Cupid's bow, a couple on my chin, and I like to do a little bit underneath my contour. It's always been my thing. Okay, next up, I'm a humongous fan of our Perfector sponge. So I'm gonna use that to blend after I'm done kind of putting everything and setting it in my skin. So I'm gonna use the same brush that I've been using this entire time, the thinner end, and I'm gonna just start blending in all of my makeup, okay? And just kind of swiping back and forth, okay? And I'm leaving my contour alone, okay? I'm leaving it alone, I'm not touching it, I'm leaving it be. I'm just blending in everything else around my face. Super duper simple. Anybody can do this makeup. I have a girl that is on my team as an artist. She never ever wore makeup really at all prior to deciding to be an artist. She was just, just wasn't her thing. She just didn't do it. And then all of a sudden she was like, I want to be an artist. Let's do this. Okay. All right, so let me just get this to kind of set here. Get that up there. Don't worry, all this stuff's gonna blend. Trust it. Trust the steps. Trust the product. Trust me. Trust me even if you don't know me. Okay, all right. So now I'm going to take my Perfector and I'm just gonna tap on my nose. Okay, I'm just gonna tap on my nose to blend that in on either side. Like I said, with a contour, you want there to be shadow. You don't want to blend out your contour to the point where you don't see it anymore. You want to just blend it right on in with that highlight because you're creating that 3D look. Look at how nice that is. All I did was take and this is damp, by the way, got it fully wet and I wrung it out. Okay, so now we're gonna just do our cheek. My phone is dying. I do not have my charger. You can tell that this wasn't planned, huh? Okay, so got that. Perfect. Perfect. Next up is, I'm gonna use my B² brush and I'm gonna go ahead and take the smaller end and I'm gonna just pop right in to my blush, my lip and cheek. Look at that. So I started on the balls of my cheek and I just blended it up into my contour. You guys, this is still just one palette. I haven't changed my palette. I'm still just using one palette. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. And this is just a simple look that I'm doing for you guys today. It's nothing crazy. And also, I'm gonna put a little bit of my lip. Also, this makeup, since it's cream, it's buildable. So if you like more of a light coverage, then this makeup is for you. If you like more of a, I didn't grab a rag. If you like more of a medium coverage, this makeup is for you. If you like more of a heavy coverage, this makeup is for you. So this right here, I could just go. I could just leave and be totally done. And voila, that's that. But your girl ain't like that. So I'm gonna go back in and I'm gonna add a little bit more. All right, so here is my Bella bronzer and my glow illuminator. I'm gonna use the fluffier side of my brush and I'm just gonna kind of blend it in over the top there. And then I'm gonna come back where my forehead is and I'm just gonna blend just below my contour. Now see, this isn't something you have to do. This is something I like to do, but this makeup can be done already. Like I already looked great, right? It was already done. And I'm gonna bring this down on either side of my neck, but it could have already been done. But I wanted to go a little bit heavier just because I like to. And yeah, so, all right. And then I'm gonna take my hotline brush, which I really love the hotline brush because I have my lash extensions and I can go ahead and comb them out. And yeah, I just love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so I have a contour called Shadow that I take the other end and I do my eyebrows with this. Because I have some pretty crazy eyebrows that are not very full and I need to create more fullness in my eyebrow. So you can use an eyeshadow. We have eyeshadows that you can use. We have the contours that you can use. Our makeup is super versatile. Like it just doesn't, it's just not like one, it's not for one thing. You can use it for multiple things, which is why I really, really love this makeup. And it is sweat proof and it will last you all day. I live, like I said, in Arizona where it can get up to 120 degrees here and my makeup stays put. And I run around after 50 kids every day. Not really 4, but either way. Okay, so there's that. And I'm gonna go ahead and don't forget to set your makeup. So I'm gonna use my Airspun translucent setting powder with my dampened Perfector sponge. And I'm just gonna bring it on down and I'm gonna powder the areas that I have my highlight on, okay? I am gonna use a little bit of illuminator. It's gonna cause a little bit of a nice shimmer for me. But since I am an oil-based mama and I have oily skin, I'm gonna wait till I'm done putting on my powder to put on my illuminator because I don't want to cover up my illuminator with my powder, right? That wouldn't make any sense. And also, since I am using cream contour on my eyebrows, I need to set it. And the reason why I set it is because cream moves. Cream is capable of moving. So unless you set it and tell it where to go, it's gonna go wherever it wants. So you need to make sure that you are being the boss of your makeup. Okay. All right, so I got my makeup set. And another thing that's really fun too, we have a Cayman bronzer. It's a powder bronzer and I need to fix it because I totally dropped it. But if you take the smaller end, actually, you know what? Not this brush. This brush, my Power Powder brush right here. And you take the more rounded corners, you can set your like darker bronzer and contour with this because this is powder. So this is gonna set it and we're just gonna set it right there and set it right there. And I'm gonna totally have to go back in with a little bit more Tropicana because your girl wants it to be a little bit darker than that. So let me just go back in here. I'm more of a full coverage girl, if you can't tell. Okay. All right, and then I'm just about done. You guys have, if you literally sit here and watch this entire video, I will be so surprised. You have to comment below if you literally watched the whole thing. I have to know. I've never made a video this long. I'm not even kidding. I'm usually done within like 8 minutes. I've just been running my suck. And here's my BBF brush. This thing is really awesome, especially if you want more of a light coverage or if you have like young kids, like not young kids, obviously. I have an 8-year-old and she doesn't put makeup on. But what I mean is if you have like a teenager. So I'm just gonna dip into my Georgia illuminator and I'm just gonna put the illuminator over the top of my blush. And a little bit of everything that we have goes a long way. Trust me, a little bit goes a long way. You do not wanna overdo anything. Okay, now I'm gonna take in some of my rose gold illuminator and I'm just gonna pop it over my lip right here. And then I'm gonna put a little bit on the tip of my nose just to create that shimmer. And then a little bit on my chin right here. And a little bit right here on my forehead. And just blend it in. All right, there you have it. Maskcara beauty products. Right there. So if you have any questions about anything I've done today, just message me. I got you. If you want to be color matched, go into my link in my bio and get yourself set up with a color match. Get me some selfies. Let's get you set up and we'll get you your own palette. We'll build it up for you. All right. Have a blessed day.